Hmm. What's up, everyone? If you can hear my voice, just let me know in the chat box before I, turn on my share screen here. I want to make sure that you guys can hear my voice. So head over to AntonioRThompson.com/fan page. I posted a status update there. Just want to see who we got on, see who's fired up. I will give you a shout on the training. This will probably be the means where I can actually see your comments for now, because when I go full screen and start sharing my screen, I won't be able to actually see the chat box. So if you can hear my voice, definitely type in the chat box, let me know, and then also head over to AntonioRThompson.com /fan page and just comment on that thread. Okay, we're gonna get rocking and rolling here in just a moment. Awesome. Hey, Linda. Hey, Dahlia. How are you? If you're just joining us, definitely come out, just say what's up in the chat box. Let me know where you're watching from. Also, head over to AntonioRThompson.com /fan page and just let me know that you are here and that I can see your face and say what's up. We're going to get rocking and rolling here in another minute or so, okay? Good evening, good evening. Hey, Lori, what's going on? How's everybody doing this evening? I'm going to be going live here in just a moment. I'm going to share my screen. So what that means is when I share my screen, I won't be able to see your comments and your questions until I unshare my screen and we get to the Q&A. But definitely head over to my fan page, AntonioRThompson.com /fan page, and just let me know where you're that you are fired up and excited to be on this evening. Let's say this afternoon, this evening, and we're gonna get started here in just a moment. Let me just get the recording going. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. And just let me know that you can see my screen. It should be like this, I don't know, matrix kind of a thing going on right now. I'm going to go full screen in just a moment and share my PowerPoint. And we're going to dive right into this training. Okay, I think we're good here. Cool, I'm going to go ahead and share my PowerPoint. All right, and make this full screen. All All right, so if someone can actually just do me a quick favor and head over to uh, my fan page and just let me know that you can see my screen. I just want to make sure we're good to go here. I just, with this particular platform here, it's hard. I can't see comments while the screen is actually full screen. So if someone can just go to my fan page, antonioRthompson.com/fan page, and just comment on that thread, who's fired up about tonight's training, and let me know that everything is good to go and you can see my screen. Because right now I can't see your comments because I am full screen. But super excited to be sharing with you this awesome training. I'm going to be sharing, my 5-step ultimate success blueprint. You're going to learn how I went from 1 year of struggle to generating over 2,879 leads in just 18 months, sponsoring as many as 7 people in a week, and earning over 6,625 cents in commissions using Facebook. So if someone can just do me that favor and let me know that you can see my screen. Let me just let's see. Yes, I can see your screen. Okay, cool. I just wanted to check back. All right, cool. Great. So we're good. All right, so let me make this full screen. And so let's get started. Glad you all are here this evening. Tons of information and value I'm going to share with you this evening about how I've been able to get some of the results I've been having and how you can actually do the same. So before we get started, I got a few questions for you, right? Do any of these relate to you? Do you see leaders online who seem to recruit at will and make sales effortlessly, but you're a little unsure about how they're doing it? No one is telling you, right? Right? You feel that way? Um, I definitely felt that way when I was, first getting started. And I was seeing all these leaders online. They were, having success, recruiting effortlessly and like making sales left and right. I was just like, what's going on? Like, why am I not making or having that kind of results and kind of success? I'm sure many of you feel that way or have felt that way. Do you, want residual income but don't have the 5 to 7 years required to build a large downline and make it happen? Right? You see, this industry has the ability to allow you to have success in, 30, 90 days, a few years. And oftentimes we think that we need to be, in this industry for 5, 6, 7 years and build a huge downline in order to have success. And that's just not the case and not true. You've been in learning mode for weeks, months, even years, and want to boost your results, lead, sales, income dramatically, right? Maybe you've just got started in the industry a few weeks ago. Maybe you've been in for a while. Maybe you've been in for a few years, and you feel like you're right. You've been learning. You've been, in front of the computer watching webinar after webinar, training after training, and nothing's happening, right? No results. Maybe small results, right? No leads, no sales, maybe some leads, some sales, but no income, right? Well, this webinar is going to change everything for you tonight. If you had a cost-effective way, right, to earn an extra $500, $2,500 per month in your business that was legitimate, it would radically change your business. Imagine if you could generate an extra $500, $2,500 a month in your business. Would that change your business? Would that change your life? Right? I'm sure it would. It definitely has mine. You're ready, right? You're ready to build a business like a top earner if you have a proven strategy that just plain works. Right. What I'm going to share with you, these 5 steps, these five simple blueprints. That blueprint is the process to you having a breakthrough and actually getting results that you deserve and that you desire in your business. So here's my official promise to you, right? I, Antonio Thompson, don't even know my own name. I, Antonio Thompson, promise to share with you the exact 5-step blueprint that has allowed me to go from struggling to generating 2,879 leads in just 18 months, sponsoring as many as 7 people in a single week, and earning over $6,625 in commissions using Facebook without talking to friends and family, cold calling, or home or hotel meetings. I promise by the end of this webinar to allow you to be able to by this one you'll be able to implement the exact strategy for yourself within the next 96 hours, right? I promise to show you the strategy that will allow you to sponsor all the people you could ever need to become a top earner producer in any direct sales, multi-level, top tier, or affiliate program. And finally, I promise you more fun out of life and the ability to provide for yourself and your family with everything you want out of life for you and them, and the peace of mind that comes with it. Now, that's a big promise, a bold promise. And yes, I am going to keep it. So who am I, and why should you listen to me, right? Who am I? Well, who's this guy, Antonio? He sent me like 20 emails this week about this webinar. Who is this guy, right? So a little bit about me. A little bit of my results. This is some of the recent results I've had. This is from this morning. A couple leads today. Well, one lead today so far when I woke up this morning. Overall, in the last months now, 2,911 leads. The right-hand side is subscribers to my email list. 5 today, 28 yesterday. 4 people left my email list, which is totally fine. Some results, 6 business partners in 9 days. This was actually back in July. On leadership board for a affiliate program that I promote, active points as well as total leads. And then, my email box looks like this pretty consistently with leads coming in, with sales coming in. And, this happens on pretty much total autopilot, right? I was featured as a member of the month in an affiliate program that I promote, and I'm also a certified coach. You'll hear more about that because I have some stories to share with you from my coaching sessions with people, and, some things I want to share with you that tends to hold people back from actually getting results and taking action. Here's some photos. I've been fortunate enough to meet some industry rock stars like Ray Higdon, Ty Falcone, Lisa Torres. I've been awarded on stage. That first year of struggle, like I sat in the back of the auditorium at the hall and was kind of like ashamed because my name wasn't called. And the following year, I ended up on stage. And so the things that I share with you this evening rather can certainly help you get from a place where you're not getting the results, you're not, walking on stage, you're not collecting checks, to actually having a breakthrough and having a transformation in your business. So here's just some comments of what other people are saying about me. I'm going to butcher G's name, but Chidinen, he says, we walked out of this mastermind with really awesome strategies. I think Antonio's putting together another one for next month. I actually host monthly marketing masterminds in New York with some marketing. And so this is Chi, who attended and I got some tons of value out of it. This is, I actually covered it with the comment thing is over this one, but Shaymar Diaz, 5 signups this month, best month ever. The coaching was definitely a help. Thanks to Antonio, Ed, Brendan, Brian. Some more testimonials. Happy football Sunday, folks. So my first email commission today. First email commission. First time he's made some money online. I feel this is the first of many to come. Shout out to Brian and Antonio Thompson and the MLP Mastermind for providing this dope platform to learn from and grow from. So, everyone has a story, and I've been exactly where you may be right now, right? I was my background is in development and fundraising. I spent a good part of my life raising money. Well, I'm not that say good part of my life, like I'm kind of like 80 or 75, but the beginning years of my life after I graduated from college were spent working at universities. So raising money for faculty members' research grants, raising money for student support. And so I, basically was a fundraiser. Went out, talked to people, went to government officials, applied for grants, and I thought this was going to be my life, right? I was going to be a grant writer forever. I was going to make a decent living and hopefully be able to retire and live, happily ever after under the sun and the beach, whatever. So I was saving for retirement, hoping things were going to be, awesome and great. And then one day I realized that things aren't that great, right? Um, although I was raising a lot of money for the college and for the institutions I work for, my salary wasn't increasing that much. I think I am in New York, and so the uh, the salary increases was about 3%, 4% here and there, and that wasn't even enough to keep up with the cost of living in New York or the cost of food. And so couple that with like, being frustrated at work, my boss every year had bigger and loftier goals in terms of what we should raise, and just felt like I was being overworked and underpaid, right? I'm sure you all can relate to being overworked, underpaid, even frustrated at work. And, these expectations of raising, 10 times what we raised last year just were unrealistic. And couple that, it just became a very toxic environment. And I knew I had to get out and I couldn't do this forever. And so that's when I discovered network marketing and internet marketing, right? I think as Eric Worre says, network marketing is just a better way. And so I got into the industry. I was reintroduced to the industry about 2 years ago. I had a small stint in the early 2000s, but lasted a couple of days because, like most people, I thought it was too good to be true. One of those things, a scam. And so I lasted a couple days, right? But I came back. I was reintroduced to the industry about 2 years ago, and for that first 16 months, I struggled. Right, I got nowhere. I was looking for the easy fix. I would, be online and I'd see, oh, we build your downline for you. Only give us $20, we'll make it happen. So I fell for a lot of those things and went down the rabbit hole after rabbit hole trying to figure out and find things that worked. And to be quite honest, I actually probably spent hundreds, if not thousands of dollars trying to figure it out. Right, I even paid for my family members' auto ship, just so I wouldn't feel like I was a loser or got sucked into one of those things. So if you have done that, don't feel bad. Just don't do that. Don't pay for your family members' auto ship. Then I found some things that actually worked. Right, started to find a community. I found a group of entrepreneurs that really knew what they were doing. And so what changed was I discovered, what new reps were being told versus what successful reps were actually doing. And so this training is going to revolve around the things that I learned in the 5-step blueprint that got me to, or that's moving me to where I want to be in reaching my goals. So expectations for this evening, I'll run through this very quickly, but some quick expectations. This will go for about 60 to 90 minutes, but for the next 60 to 90 minutes, I want you to eliminate all distractions. If you have kids, put them to bed, turn off Facebook, turn off Instagram, turn off Snapchat. Just focus in, grab a pen and paper to take notes, because you definitely want to make sure that you retain this information. And the way you do that is actually by putting pen to paper, right? I also want you to suspend your disbelief and believe in what's possible, because what I'm going to share with you this evening, I believe, is possible for each and every one of you on this training, right? You may look at some of the things that I share and say, it can't be that easy. And I'll say to you, yes, it can be. I'm living proof that it is that easy if you just follow the blueprint, right? A lot of times we want to, you know, uh, add our own flavor to things, and when we put our dirty hands into clean water, the water gets dirty, right? So look at the clean water. This is probably a bad analogy, but look at the clean water, drink the water, but don't put your hands in the water. I'm giving you the blueprint that's worked for me, and if you follow it the way I lay it out, it will work for you. I typically say engage. It's kind of hard with this platform, Google, with the webinars on air, because I'm full screen and I can't see the chat. Maybe next time I'll have another computer so I can actually see the chat. But definitely, if you do have questions, put them in the question box. I'll get to them at the end and get them all answered. But definitely, pay attention, stay focused. This can be the the moment of difference and change in your life and in your business. And you may look back and just say, wow, this webinar was the vehicle that actually changed my life, changed my family's future. Okay, so let's dive in, right? So what all this stuff really means and why you should be excited today, right? You probably are confused about what direction to go in, right? And I was there too. I was confused all over the place. I was on Facebook, I was on Instagram, I was on Twitter, I was on, trying to do everything and trying to figure it out, and nothing was working. Don't fret, don't be frustrated, right? You are now able to start fresh, right? Because you are simply just trying to find out what business strategy is the best fit for you, right? You're trying to figure out which strategy, which marketing strategy, which approach is the best for you. And I'm going to help you to figure that out tonight. You may feel like you've been wasting your time with no results, right? And the reality is, our family members, our friends, our even our spouses may just not get it, but you see the value in this industry, and you are willing to sacrifice, the long hours, the hard work, because you believe in it and you want to see a difference and a change in your family and your future. You may feel like you've been on information overload. I said this in the beginning. Maybe you've been like on training after training after training, and you feel like nothing is working, nothing is happening, right? Don't fret, don't worry. You are a sponge, and you want to soak up all the information and figure out which one is right for you, so that you can move forward in the best method and the best way possible. You may be embarrassed about what your family is thinking of you, and that happens, right? People have said, and I get it all the time, not just from family members, but from people online. People say that's a scam. You're a scammer. I've had folks send me negative emails. I even had one guy on Tuesday call me a loser on my Google Hangout. It happens. And so what it is you want the best, right? You want the best for you and your family, and you're willing to take risks to provide for them, and this is the best way and the best method to actually do it. So here's what you're going to learn today, and my bullet points are, okay, it's cool. You're going to learn, let me just open all these up so I can read them all one by one. All right, so you're going to learn how to generate instant cash for your business without sponsoring friends and family, chasing people, and prospecting at the mall or coffee shop. I'm going to show you exactly what I do to generate instant cash without talking to friends and family, without going to the mall and dragging your children, to the mall on Saturday to go prospecting, right? I'm gonna show you exactly how you can do it online. You're gonna learn the number one thing you must do daily to ensure that you walk across the stage at your next company's event, right? I went from one year ago, I was sitting in the back of the auditorium at an event, and I was almost ready to walk out the door because I just felt so bad because I wasn't on stage. Fast forward 2 years later, I rank advanced 3 times in that particular program that I promote, and ended up on stage, right? So I'm going to share with you the one thing you must do daily to walk across the stage, to ensure you walk across the stage at your next coming event and collect the check and leadership awards. I'm going to share with you how to create a high cash flowing business within 6 months, maybe even 30 days, whether or not you have a team or an email list. I'm going to show you how to get instant profits before you have a downline of recruited anyone, using a top secret formula perfected by 6 and 7 figure elite. I'm going to share a trick used by top 1% income earners to profit quickly from the 97% of leads who say no to your business opportunity. And I'm going to share with you how to get access to a proven marketing and training system guaranteed to put you on the path to firing your boss in 16 months if you follow the blueprint. This is huge. This is huge. So is this training for you? Right? You're truly ready to commit to having a breakthrough in your business. You're tired of spinning your wheels, feeling stuck and overwhelmed. You're tired of staring at the computer, not knowing where to start. You're tired of doing what everyone else is doing because your efforts just aren't yielding the results you desire. You've been put on this planet to do more than just commute to work and collect the paycheck, and you want to make an impact. You're the type of person that, if someone lays out a foolproof plan that's proven to work, you'll do the work. If this resonates with you, then you are in the right place. If this doesn't resonate for you, And I won't be mad. You can, hop off the webinar or go watch, I don't know what's on right now, Empire or some other show, and, enjoy life. But if these resonate with you, stick around, stay on for this training. So let's dive in. The 5-step ultimate success blueprint guaranteed to get you results. And I will say, if you do have questions and comments, definitely put them in the the chat box, as well as if you have a question, put them in the Q&A box. So here's the 5-step, blueprint guaranteed to get you results: leads, sales, signups, and much more. So it's very, I wouldn't say it's very simple, but it's very, very clear, right? The initial thing that's going to move you forward is your why, your vision, and your mindset. Then we talk about the skill sets and the things that you need to do, right? So personal branding is certainly a major component of this blueprint. Your daily routine, what you do on a daily basis in your business consistently to get results. Delivering consistent value, right? This is one thing that's very, very critical in what I do every single day, right? I make sure I'm putting out information, educational information to my target audience that's going to help them and get them to knowing me, liking me, trusting me, and wanting to buy from me. Last point, and this is where a lot of people have challenges with, and where the disconnect is. You can do everything, all the 4 different components of this blueprint, but if you're not following up and actually closing, you're not making any sales, right? And I mean, people say, "Oh, I'm in the sharing business. I don't sell." Well, if do you make money when you share? Thing, right? And so we have to get better at, I'm getting better at this too, following up and closing. And so that's the 5-step blueprint: your why, vision, and mindset, and then personal branding, your daily routine, delivering consistent value, educational content, and then follow up and closing. All right. So let me just hop over real quick to I'm going to X out this real quick so I can see the chat to make sure everybody's good. My screen looks blurry. You can actually, there's a button, a gear on the right-hand side that you can actually make that not blurry, okay? All right, let's go back to the PowerPoint. All right, cool. Sweet. All right, so let's dive in. That vision. Okay, the vision of who you want to become, right? Now, this is a little bit different than your why, right? And it's actually much bigger than your why, right? Your why is important. Now, don't get me wrong. Your why is important, right? You want to know, why you're doing the business and what you're doing it for, right? But whys just aren't enough. You have to, here's an interesting question for you, right? So once you've accomplished your why, let's say your why is to bring your spouse home from work, right? So once you've accomplished your why, do you find another why? Do you just like make up, all right, my wife's home, that's my first why. My second why now is to get a car. All right, got a car, awesome. My third why is now to buy a house, right? Think about the vision of where you want your life to be, right? What does your life look like when you've accomplished your goal? Are you more charitable? Are you, living a life on your own terms where you can travel the world, right? What is your vision for the future? What do you want your impact to be, right? Because your why is really transactional, right? Why is it kind of like, going to the store and not to, belittle them or demean them, but it's like going to the store and buying a cup of coffee, right? Once you've bought the coffee, you drank the coffee, coffee's gone. Oh, tomorrow you get another coffee, right? What's your vision for your future? Who do you want to become, right? You must see it. You must see it. If you cannot picture, it in your mind, you will not be able to accomplish it. See, I want you to visualize yourself walking across that stage, collecting that leadership award, collecting that, big fat check, right? If you can't picture it, you can't accomplish it. The great news is if you can picture it, you can accomplish it. And it's funny how the mind works, right? When we visualize and we put things out there in the atmosphere, it's amazing how the environment and works, right? Your body, your mind works to make it actually come true, right? It's funny, actually, not funny, but interesting. I quit my job a year ago, June 2015. And I actually decided in January 2015, the beginning of the year, that I was leaving my job on June 19th. I left my job and I visualized, what was going to happen, what I wanted to happen, right? I run a nonprofit organization, and I wanted to, do that full time and really, get that going off the ground. I wanted to build more partnerships with some of the schools here in New York City. It's an after-school music program, and so job June 19th, and not saying out of nowhere, but the vision started to come true, right? I started getting calls from schools asking, for me to come meet with principals to implement programs in the school. And so when you know what you actually want to accomplish and where you're headed, the universe will work in tandem with those visions to make it actually come true. Did you catch that? If you picture it, if you can picture it, you can accomplish that. Very, very powerful. And like I said before, the why is not enough and goals are not enough either, right? They aren't going to keep you going. They aren't going to keep you, past the tough days. And why I'm hampering on this so much is because the skills, the strategies, the marketing strategies, the blogging, the Facebook ads, all that stuff is great, but that's only 20% of the equation. 80% of what it is that we struggle with is all in the mind, right? On my coaching calls, it's less about the strategies. It's less about the tactics and the how-tos. It's about the limiting beliefs in our mind, the things that are holding us back mentally, emotionally. Those are the things that are, really going to get you or hold back. And so having a vision, having goals coupled with a vision will certainly get you to where you want to go. And without a vision, you will not stick to a daily routine, guaranteed. Without a vision, I'm going to share with you a daily routine that I do, or a basic daily routine that you can use. But if you don't have a vision of where you're going, when you don't feel like doing your daily routine, it's not going to happen. When you don't feel like, creating content, it's not going to happen. When you don't feel like turning on the camera and shooting a video, it's not going to happen. When you don't feel like doing a webinar or hosting your own webinar as a leader, right? Because you are all leaders on here this evening, right? And you will host webinars. If you don't feel like hosting a webinar, you don't have a vision, it's not going to happen. So everything starts with your vision. And I'll go through this very, not quickly, but without a little in depth. But what do you want, and who do you need to become to achieve that, right? People talk about I want a car. Well, what kind of car? When you're driving, who you're going to see? How does the car handle? How fast does it drive? If you want a house, how big is the house? What kind of doorknobs? Really being visual, because like I said before, the more visual you can get about what you want, the more the universe will conspire to help you achieve that. If it's to quit your job, that's important. How will you spend your day? Right? If it's speaking on stage, what story is going to inspire people, and what will they say to thank you? How would your grandparents, friends, your parents look at you and feel, right? This is all about visualization. You have to think deeper, a lot deeper than just your why. And then vision, think about how you're going to feel, right? I'm reading this book, or I am finishing up this book, Joe Dispenza, and it's all about putting your body in the event that you want to happen before it even happens. Putting your mind and body in that space that you can feel. You're walking across the stage, and your team is applauding for you as you grab your award and your check. Visualizing you and your spouse just at home relaxing because you have the time freedom and the financial freedom that you desired, right? Putting yourself in that place and visualizing it. And so before I wrap this section up about vision and the why, I want to share with you the difference between the successful and the non-successful. And it really comes down to, looking at our visions and goals, and then, you know, and as successful people look at their vision and goals, while non-successful people are actually looking at their circumstances, right? And so when you think about what you don't have and where you're not at, that's not going to move you, right? If I sit here and look at all the things I don't have, man, I don't have leads. Man, I'm not getting any sales. Man, there's so much to do. Man, why can't I be like the guy over there, right? That's not going to move you forward. That's not going to inspire you. What's going to inspire you is your future, right? Visualizing you walking across that stage, visualizing you driving, that BMW, whatever it is. Visualize yourself buying that, that big home that you always desired, right? Successful minds are driven despite their circumstances, right? Maybe they're not successful yet, and not making any money yet, but they're going to go to the company event. They're going to be on, the training webinar. Non-successful people will say, I'm not making any money yet. I'm not going to go to that event. Or, not making any money yet. I can't afford it. Non-successful people will use their why not instead of their why. You can get to anywhere from where you are, and I believe wholeheartedly that is true. And so that's the second point that I mentioned in terms of this blueprint. And this vision stuff is so powerful and important that once you wrap your head around that you control your destiny, amazing and awesome things can happen for you. So let's talk about some of the how-tos now, right? And the first one is branding, right? If I were to name any one of these companies listed on this slide here, you would have no problem identifying who they are, what their products are. Additionally, they probably would solicit some emotion or sort of feeling within you, correct? Maybe, some people here are Apple lovers. Some people here could be, Apple haters, or, maybe they're not a Samsung person or a Walmart person, right? But whatever that emotion that you're feeling, that's the connection you have to the company, and that's their brand. It's recognizable. You'll never confuse, Apple for Coca-Cola, would you? They have distinct brands. They also have distinct products, but each brand elicits an emotion. And as a marketer, as someone who is trying to who should be trying to build your brand online, you need to figure out what that is for you. So what is personal branding? Right, personal branding is basically the practice of people marketing themselves and their careers as brands. While previous self-help management techniques were about self-improvement, this branding concept suggests that success comes from self-packaging. I'll say that again: success comes from self-packaging. Personal branding is not about drawing attention to yourself for no reason, but it's about drawing attention to yourself for a purpose, right? You want to make sure that you are keeping yourself current and relevant to the people that most want to work from you and buy from you. It will influence other networkers to work with you as well. So by taking the time to actually brand yourself, you'll make it much easier for people to like you, trust you, and reach out to you and buy from you. But here's the reality of what most marketers are doing online, right? This is how most people are branding themselves online. They're branding their company rather than themselves. You must be conscious of the fact that network marketing is a business model based on relationships. And prospects and potential customers will be more apt to buy from you or join your team when they feel they know and can trust you. When you're posting things like this, they don't get to know you. They're really just connecting with a logo, right? For many people, especially online, they forget this basic principle. People join people, not products, not companies, not business opportunities, not logos. I don't join Apple because of their logo. I mean, I don't buy Apple products because of their nice logo. I don't, shop at on Amazon because of their logo. I shop because of their products, because of what they represent, right? And so as a marketer, you need to be out there um, branding yourself online. And the other thing is that when you're using, if you're in network marketing, direct sales, if you're using your company's logo, it's probably against their policy, right? You don't own the rights to these logos, and so they can easily just, shut you down, plain and simple, right? Here's some more. These are just, if I was on Facebook, and if anyone's on Facebook and they're looking to join or looking for more information about a company, all they have to do is go to Google, type in, the company name, and they're gonna find that one person in Montana who thinks it's a scam, and they write something on Google or on a website, so and so company is a scam. I go to Google, I see that, I'm like, oh my God, it's right, it's a scam, because everything on the internet is right? It's true, right? You want to be branding yourself, and so um, the profile shown in the previous slide, brand the company and not themselves. And here's some of the pros and cons to doing that. When you brand your company, obviously the company gains more credibility, the company gains more exposure, and you are linked to the company. Let me say that again. You are linked to the company. Again, cons, you are linked to the reputation of that company, good, bad, and ugly. So if that company decides to close, you lose your income. You also lose your credibility of the company if it gets a bad reputation. Now, if you were to brand yourself, which is totally what I would recommend, and that's how I have gotten to where I am right now by branding myself online, the pros are just all in your favor, right? When you brand yourself online, you build credibility, right? If you look at any top leader or earner in the industry, they don't brand the company. They're branding themselves, because at any given moment the company can shut down and they're just SOL, right? Have you ever wondered why some people can join an MLM company and build their business effortlessly and right away? Because remember, people join people, right? And so if I'm building myself up as a leader, people are going to follow me. And so let's say XYZ company closes, or there's some bad, you know, news report about the company. I didn't brand the company, I branded myself. So now when I say, hey, I'm going to XYZ company, building a team, building a downline or a profitable business in a new company is not an issue, because I branded myself as an authority, as a leader, and people, again, people follow leaders. People don't follow followers, right? People follow leaders. So when you become a person of authority by branding yourself online, you will have people who are following you. Your network becomes connected to you and develops a loyalty to you, right? And it also safeguards your finances, right? Because when you brand yourself, you can sell whatever it is you want. You could sell coaching, you could sell, affiliate offers, you can sell anything that can help people and really have multiple streams of income, legitimate multiple streams of income by branding yourself. And you can take your brand anywhere. As I said before, if a company closes, you can go to another company and take your brand with you there. The cons, there are no cons. It's about you. There are no cons to building your brand. So just a quick, when set up your profile, just make sure you have high quality photos. I'm not saying you have to go out there and like spend hundreds of dollars on like a photo shoot. You can actually take, pretty decent photos with your camera, but make sure your profile is professional. You're smiling. Make sure pictures of you having fun. Definitely get rid of anything that's like questionable, like you playing beer pong in college, or pictures of you drinking whatever, right? Just make sure it's very professional, because people want to work with you. Want to work with professional people, right? You want people who are above board but also serious, right? And so you want to display that you're also serious as well. um, Setting up your profile, making sure your about me section is completely filled out. Tell people what you do and how you can help them. This is specifically for Facebook. You can do the same thing for any other social media platform. I've had my success on Facebook, and so definitely making sure that you completely fill out your about me section, as well as your contact information, all that stuff. So tell them what you do. Tell a story about what you used to do, what you still do, why you're in the industry, why you're doing the profession. Share any success you have, and share how you can help people succeed. And think about who you want to attract, right? I've seen people, obviously posting money pictures all over the place, and they're attracting a type of person. I would imagine that you want to attract people who are serious about building a business, who are serious about, you know, um, creating a lifestyle where they can have freedom. Well, what would attract someone like that to you, right? If someone's reading your profile, think about what will attract that person to you. And you may even consider having a friend review your About Me section. Before I go into the next section, I'm just going to jump over to the chat to make sure questions or everybody is good here. Cool. Awesome. 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 Cool. All right. Great. Let me go back to the screen. I'll just do that periodically where I jump back and forth. And so the other thing I want to mention, one of the key components to personal branding is identifying your target market, right? So before you even start to do your branding components, think about who it is you want to work with. Think about who are you fighting for. When I say fighting for, I mean who are you fighting for and who you want to actually help solve a problem. A lot of times when we market, we want to market to everyone. And the saying goes, marketing to everyone is like marketing to no one, right? So be very specific about who you are, who you want to target. It can be based on, geographic area, behavioral, demographic, sociographic, psychographic. I was talking with a coaching client today, and she initially started out with her target audience being anyone and everyone, but we pared that down into, she's a military spouse, and so getting her to think about, okay, how can you help military spouses or people who are or in the military, make some extra money from home, or live a healthier lifestyle. And so we honed in on that audience, which is an audience she wants to help, but something she can relate to. So what you want to think about when you're thinking about who your target market is, who do you want to help? Are they 25 to 35-year-olds? Are they maybe seniors who, I'm just going to give an example, seniors who just retired, who want to, travel the world but not break the bank, right? Is it, single moms or moms who just had a child, and they're looking to get rid of the extra baby fat? Or is it, college students who are looking for ways to pay off their student loan debt, right? So think about, before you start to brand yourself online, think about who it is you want to help, because that language you use in your marketing, also on your profile, you have to make sure that language speaks to your target audience. So think about that, right? Who do you want to work with, what they look like, where they live, what's their demographics, their age, what their challenges are, their problems are. These are things that you want to really hone in on before you start to brand yourself online. And so once you're branding yourself online and you start connecting with people, you have to share quality content consistently, right? And Gary Vaynerchuk says this in his book, Jab, 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 Right Hook. There is no sale without the story, no knockout without the setup, right? And what that means is your content and value is the story. When you become a person of value, and people in your niche will come to you. They'll come to your page to learn, and they'll be like, this is the best place on earth to come to find out about X, right? Best place on earth to come to find out about how to lose weight. The best place to find out how to get leads on Facebook. The best place to come to learn, how military spouses can earn some extra income while their husband is, active duty, right? You basically want to utilize your social media profiles, particularly I'm talking about Facebook here, to become an expert, build trust, create authority for your brand, and then offer them a solution or product for sale. Now, with content, there are, I'm going to digress a bit for a little bit. There are two paths to cash and leadership advancement. There is the fast path and the slow path, right? So if you want to generate cash fast, there's a path for that. If you want to do it slow, there's a path for that. Same thing with leadership. If you want to become a leader or rank advance in your company, there's a fast path. Then there's also a slow path. I'm going to share with you the two paths in a second. Before I do, I want to talk through a simple daily routine that I've used and that you can use no matter if you are part-time or full-time in this business, right? So if you don't have a method of operation that you go through every day, that's probably why you're having some challenges in your business, right? Think about any job you had, right? Whether it be maybe you were younger, just graduated high school, summer job at maybe a fast food restaurant. There was a daily method of operation. There was something you did. There was a process you followed every single day, right? Probably same thing in your current job. There's probably a process or processes that you follow every day. And what happens when we come into this industry, we often feel like we can, well, just do when I feel like it, and don't take it as seriously as we should. We don't take it like the professional job, professional activity that it is. And so having a daily routine that you complete every single day will guarantee that you reach your goals. And so let me share with you a daily routine if you are part-time, right? And so this assumes that you already have 60 plus hours committed elsewhere week in and week out, meaning, you have 40 to 50 hours a week, like dedicated to something else. Maybe it's picking up the children, maybe it's your job, church, after school activities, etc. This assumes you have other hours committed elsewhere, and you have, a few hours each day, 2 to 3 hours each day to work on your business. This is what you should be doing. So every full-time person in the industry, including top earners, started part-time. If you can't build part-time, you cannot build it full-time. So here are four things you must do consistently. 3 things daily, 1 thing as they come up. The first is personal development. We talked about growing your mind, your vision, mindset every day, 15, 30 minutes per day. You have to feed your mind every day. Read a chapter, audio, video, something mindset motivational. Use some examples: Les Brown, Ray Higdon, Napoleon Hill, Jim Rohn, Zig Ziglar, Tony Robbins. There's tons of people out there that you can listen to 15, 30 minutes per day. Second thing, I'm going to talk more about what this means, but active prospecting, 2 to 5 people per day. That means engaging in conversations with 2 to 5 people each day. Passive marketing, creating 1 piece of content per day, the blog post, a podcast, a video, something of content. And lastly, attend any major event as they come up, right? Attending events is powerful, right? This is where you're going to hear success stories. This is where you can actually network and learn from other marketers, other business owners, and see how they're building the business and what's working for them. Great opportunity to do that. So if you're part-time, this is what you should be doing. 15, 30 minutes per day of personal development, 2 to 5 conversations, Facebook active prospecting per day, and passive marketing, creating 1 piece of content per day, and attending events. Now, if you're full-time, this assumes that you're doing this full-time, right? You literally just need 1 to 2 hours per day, and you can build a huge business. That's all you need. Same thing, 15, 30 minutes per day doing personal development. You do more prospecting, you do more conversations, active prospecting, 10 plus per day, right? Content, creating 1 to 3 pieces of content per day, and attending major events as they come up. right? And so this is the basic blueprint of what I did or what I'm doing in my business to get the results I'm getting. Now, if you're part-time, I'll go back to the part-time one so you can see. Do the part-time one, right? 15 minutes, 30 minutes per day, maybe while you're driving to work, on the subway, at the gym, 2 to 5 conversations per day on a social media platform, talking to people, passive marketing, one piece of content. It's not that hard, full time. If you have more time in the day, 15, 30 minutes, maybe even more personal development, more active prospecting, 10 people per day, passive marketing, 1 to 3 pieces of content per day, and attending major events as they come up. And so when I talk about the two paths for cash, the fast way and the slow way, right? You want to do a combination of the two, right? If you're in a place and you need to make money ASAP and you want to rake in advance ASAP, 80% of your activity should be active prospecting and 20% passive marketing. Because what is passive marketing? Passive marketing is basically you create some content and you're hoping, some unnamed individual will reach out to you and contact you and say, hey, tell me more. Right? That's like you posting a blog post on social media. That's you shooting a video, maybe even running a Facebook ad. That's all passive stuff, right? And that works and that builds leverage, but it does take time. If you need to make income right away, you need some money in your business, active prospecting, having one-on-one conversations with people to get to know them, build rapport, see what their pains and struggles are, provide a solution for them, and then invite them to buy something. Active prospecting is not spamming people randomly by sending the messages saying, hey, join my business, it's the best thing ever. It's about reaching out to people, developing a relationship with them, and seeing if they're open, right? This includes face-to-face, personal Facebook messages, email, phone call, text messaging, a form of communication where it's one-to-one. If you need to make money right away, 80% of your time, if you want to make advance and make money right away, 80% of your time should be focused on active prospecting, 20% passive marketing. Okay? So what is active prospecting, right? Here's some things that I do in my business on Facebook. And I've done a lot of my work has been Facebook specific. I'm only just recently in the last couple months actively building an audience and connecting with people on Twitter. But I've been using Facebook since the last 2 years for my business. Have authentic conversations, right? You don't want to pitch your business. That's just not what you do off the jump, right? You want to reconnect with old friends. You can do that through happy birthdays and connect with people you'd like to work with. Just start a conversation. Right? That's all you're doing. If you're part-time, that's all you're doing in those five interactions per day. You're starting 5 conversations, getting to know 5 people every single day, right? You can do this by welcoming people to Facebook groups, right? Someone joins a Facebook group, you can go in and just say, hey, John, welcome to the Facebook group. Just wanted to say hello. Looking forward to getting to knowing more about you, right? You can do this. People who follow and friend request you, right, before you accept them, send them a message or follow them back and send them a message saying, hey, thanks for following me. You can also, shoot a video. Videos are very popular now, right? Shoot a video and a message and say, hey, thanks for following me. Looking forward to getting to know you. Take care, whatever it is, right? Start a conversation. Connect with fans on authority pages, right? This is where you go to someone's page like Eric Worre, and he may post something that's, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely, right? He posts that quote. Tons of people will engage with it and comment on it. You just go ahead and do the same thing. You engage with and comment on it, right? You engage with the people that comment on that post. Then you may message them, start a conversation, but it's really not as difficult as we make it out to be, right? It's just like if you were going to a networking event, a live networking event. Would you go up to someone and say, "Hey, you look like a like-minded individual. Would you? Here's my business opportunity. Join me." Right? You wouldn't do that. You would say, "Hey, hey, I see John. How are you? That's a nice suit." Or say something that you notice about them that is interesting, right? I noticed your tag says you work for, I don't know, so and so company. I have a friend that works there as well, right? Start conversation, and that's what we need to do on social media. A lot of people are just going out there saying, "Hey, here's my link. You'll be perfect for this business. Join me." Or the common one is, "You look like a like-minded individual," right? That just is not effective. Be human, be real. Just start conversations. We talk about passive marketing, and this is where you can create a lot of leverage, um, but it does take time. And so I encompass, in addition to the active prospecting piece, I encompass or use several different passive marketing strategies, and I'll share with you exactly what I do. And so it's basically me providing value and content to the marketplace. I do blog posts, I do videos, I do image inspirational quotes that lead to a capture page. I offer training like the ones you're on today. Um, I share tutorials and demos. So if have training that you can share, maybe you created some training, or maybe you're an affiliate of a program where you can actually share some training. You can share training online. You can offer some free offers, free download, a gift. This is an example here. Success stories, right? This is a coaching client of mine who did his first Facebook Live, and I shared that with my audience. Another coaching client, three no's yesterday. Then I got a yes. Just keep going, champs. No's lead to a yes, right? So sharing content and getting people to engage with you is a great way to attract people to you. And so passive marketing, it does take time, but it is certainly worth it to do. In addition to the active uh, prospecting side, right? So with Facebook posts, there are leads all around you, and also, they're all around you. They're all on your page, and people are watching, right? So when you share certain stuff, there are people watching, and you want to connect with them. We oftentimes miss this opportunity to connect with people and generate leads, because if someone's liking your stuff, um, they're saying, "Hey, I like your stuff," and you should say, "Hey, thanks for liking my stuff. How are you?" Right? If it's someone, and this is a great way to connect with people who you may not have talked to in years, right? If they comment on your post about leads on Facebook, or you taking a trip somewhere, that's a perfect opportunity for you to re-engage them and have a conversation. You connect with them, you discover what's going on in their life, you discover their problems, and if there's a need, you then have something to offer them. If you have something to offer them, you offer it to them. Again, hot leads, they like your stuff. Connect with them, build a relationship. Don't pitch your business on the first message, right? We have this notion that it's all about us, and at the end of the day, it's not about us. No one cares about you. I care about you, because you're here this evening and you're spending your time with me. I take that very, I appreciate that. But no one cares about you. What they care about is themselves and how you're going to help them in some way. And so when you are connecting with people, just ask questions, get to know them. Don't immediately pitch them, right? Develop that rapport, build relationships, and see what they're struggling with. And if there's an opportunity to help them with something, offer it to them. If not, just be a friend. Here's just some posts that I've done. These are image quotes that have gotten tons of engagement. Um, that particular link goes to my blog. Again, these are just posts that image quotes, as well as family stuff, right? Um, some more stuff, status updates and posts. Don't egg, chase, or bug. Ever been to a job that begged you to come on board? That's funny. Facebook Live, again, Facebook Live is a big one. If you're not doing live videos, you definitely you must do live videos. They're getting much more engagement than anything else on Facebook, and so you definitely want to be doing Facebook Live. Facebook videos, those are still very popular as well. You can do trainings on Facebook, right? I did a training on how to move an Instagram from your move yourself from an Instagram post, right? When you're tagged. LYLOL, live your life out loud, right? So people want to be connect. I found this is very interesting and fascinating, but people want to live vicariously through you. And I shared um, this particular image on the left. I just said, "Look, Mom, I made the big screen at Live the Dream 7. Grateful and thankful for this community and my inner circle group." Tons of comments, tons of likes, 144, emotions or reactions rather, 21 plus comments. Live your life out loud. What I found is that people, I mean, particularly on my profile, they love photos of food. And so anytime I post a photo of food, I'm getting like hundreds of likes and several comments and shares. So just live your life out loud. Share what you're doing, what you're working on. You'll find that people will engage with you. Have some curiosity. I did a curiosity post a while ago on like French fries. Which one do you prefer, crinkle cut or straight fries? Had tons of engagement. I reached out to everyone and started conversations there. And you just never know who's open and who's looking until you start that conversation. Another image quotes. I also do paid advertising. And so, I've generated leads this way as well, but a bulk of my leads have been free. But I have done some paid advertising I do paid advertising currently. But I just share value. This is a free training that I have access to that I can give away for free, and it helps me build my list and attract people who I'm looking for, who are online marketers, network marketers who are struggling. So this is an ad I ran. Goes to this 23-page PDF and video demo. I didn't have to create this. This is something that comes as a training that I can share as part of a system I'm part of. And you can see I got 78 leads from this particular ad. I spent $1.67 per lead, so it was $170. But imagine, right? So 78 leads, and let's say 10%, maybe even 5% of them actually took advantage of the offer when I reached out to them, and the offer pays me $100. If I got 5 people to take advantage of the offer, that's $500 in my pocket. Would this ad be worth it if I spent $170 and earned, or rather gross revenue was 500? Yeah, it would. I ran it again, 9 conversions, and spent $1.89 per conversion. This one was to the Facebook cheat sheet again. Another particular offer I didn't have to create. 19 leads. I spent $1.45 per conversion. Again, this goes into particular product that I offer where I can earn $100 per person membership. So it definitely is valuable. This one is to a webinar that I hosted on being a rock star in your social media, in your business. I actually targeted 2 specific companies for this particular training. 42 leads at $1.14 a lead. And so some of the resources that I have here that can help you with graphics, blog posts, coding, etc. You definitely want to outsource some stuff. So Fiverr.com is good. Upwork for images, Canva.com. For stock photos, Pexels.com is one that I use. For photo effects, Photo Funny, and this is just to make your pages and the things that you share, pop and just be more engaging. If you don't have a blog, you also are going to want to get a blog. You definitely need a blog so you can have your own real estate online, because what you want to do is you want to get people from Facebook and direct traffic direct traffic from Facebook to your own hosted website, where there you will actually offer them an opportunity to buy. You also will need an autoresponder, which basically means as people become leads, you need to build your list. What happens now when you're probably sharing your company's website, people may opt in or become, enter their name and information into your form, but most of the time, most likely you don't get that lead. And so if you were to leave the company, you just left, hundreds, if not thousands of leads at your company. So with an autoresponder, as build a direct traffic from Facebook to your blog, as you get people to opt into your offers, you actually build your list, and your list is is one of your most valuable assets, as well as your blog. So if you don't have a blog or an autoresponder, we should definitely chat so you can make sure you get one. Are you afraid of the phone? Now, this is the last piece of the training, right? You can do everything that I just shared with you. You could get your mind right. You could brand yourself. You could, create content consistently. And if you don't pick up the phone, you're not going to make a sale. You may make a few through chat, through messaging, but if you don't get on the phone with someone and actually have a conversation and actually close them, you won't make any money. Now, when I say the phone, I'm using that loosely because the phone can be the cell phone. It can be a Skype call. It can be a Hangout, a Google Hangout, something like that. It could be a Facebook voice call. It could be FaceTime. But you need to have that one-to-one personal conversation to actually close them into your business or whatever it is to buy a product, right? And so following up, when you get them on the phone, and it depends on how where you're at in the process, right? So you could actually generate a lead, and it has a phone number, and now you're just following up with that person to see how you can help them. You could then on the other side of things, you could also have someone you're talking to on social media, and you send them some information, and you schedule a follow-up conversation on the phone. In the first instance, when someone becomes a lead and they opt into your form and they have a phone number, you basically call them and say, hey, Mary, I saw that you visited my website. Just want to reach out and see how I can help you. Is now a good time to talk? And you just ask questions to see what they were looking for when they came to your website. What are they currently working on? How long they've been doing that? You want to ask questions. Now, if you had a conversation with someone, on social media, and you're now transitioning to the phone, and you share with them some information about your business opportunity or even a product, you're calling to follow up, right? And so if they agree to see some information, you want to ask them how soon can they take a look at that information, right? Because you want to follow up with them via phone. And so they may say, I can watch it at 3. You can say something cool. I have this is all in chat or on the phone. This works with the phone too. Got a lot of calls and I'm busy, but I can call you back at 3:30. Will you be by your phone? They say, yes, I will be. Cool, great. So that's the process, right? You get them to agree to take a look at some information, right? Are you open to taking a look at how you can generate more leads for your business using the internet? Yes? Cool, awesome. How soon can you take a look at this information? I can look at it tomorrow. Great. So if I gave you a call tomorrow, and I'm pretty busy, a lot of calls going on, but if I gave you a call back tomorrow around like 4, will you be by your phone? Then you can say, oh, what's the best? My number is so and so and so. What's the best number to reach you at? That's what you would do, right? That's how you get someone's number. One way you can get someone's phone number or get them to agree to a call. Now you can also do that with, if I gave you a call on Facebook, will you be on online at this time, right? So you want to set the follow-up appointment before you send them the information. Let me go back to the chat just to make sure folks are good. Let me go back. Dahlia, to answer your question, 80% active, 20% passive. Sorry, I just saw that. But I'll come back. 80% active, 20% passive. If you need to make money right away, you want to rank advance. 80% active, 20% passive. All right, let me finish this up. We're almost done here, okay? So if you call them back and there's no answer, there's a 3-step voicemail follow-up. I'll go through very quickly. 7 times out of 9, roughly, they won't answer. They will not answer the phone. Typically, that's just the way it works out. Sometimes they just won't answer the phone. I got this from Ray Higdon. Basically, it's a 3-step voicemail follow-up. Basically, say, hey, John, we had a scheduled call for 2 o'clock. Give me a call when you get a chance. That's the first voicemail message. Hey, John, we had a scheduled call at 3 o'clock. Give me a call back when you get a chance. Now, 24 hours later, I'll give them a call again. Hey, John, we had a call yesterday. Didn't hear from you. Hope everything is okay. Give me a call back. By the way, if you went through the information, it wasn't fit for you, that's cool. Just let me know so we can stop playing phone tag. That's 24 hours later. If they don't call you back then, 48 hours later after that call, I'll say, hey, Joe, left you a couple of messages. Haven't heard back from you. I'm going to assume this is not a fit for you, and that's totally cool. I'm going to mark you off my list, and I'll never call you again. I really wish you the very best that life has to offer. See you later. Right? That's Ray Higdon's. I use it though. It works. 3-step voicemail follow-up. The first one is just, hey, we had a scheduled call at 2. Give me a call when you get a chance. 24 hours later, hey, Joe, we had a call scheduled yesterday. I didn't hear from you. I hope everything is okay. Give me a call back. By the way, if you went through the information in the video and it wasn't a fit for you, that's cool. Just let me know and we can stop playing phone tag. 48 hours later, hey, Joe, left you a couple of messages. Haven't heard back from you. I'm going to assume this is not a fit for you, and that's totally cool. I'm going to mark you off my list. I will never call you again. I really wish you the very best that life has to offer. See you later. Now, a huge majority of people, and I'll keep them on the list if no call back. I'll call with updates periodically, but a huge majority of people will call you back after that 3rd message. People hate to be, marked off a list or feel like the bad guy. They'll call and probably apologize, and they're going to respect your posture. And so that's my, 3-step voicemail, or Ray Higdon's 3-step voicemail follow-up that I use. Now, if you call back and they answered and they watch the information, I typically ask them, just curious what you'd like about what you saw, heard. I typically will agree with anything positive. If I hear anything negative, I won't say I understand. I just will say I hear you, and then divert to something else. But if they watched it and they say something positive and they see the value in it, they see how it can help them reach their goals, I'm then going to leave with some closing questions. And so here's just a few of the ones that I've used before. Sounds like we're ready to get started. Pretty exciting, isn't it? Did it make sense to you? Could you see yourself doing this? Can you see how this could be an opportunity for you? If they have objections, I'm oftentimes going to try and figure out what's really behind the objection. Either they're trying to get in or trying to get out, right? Either they're trying to find a way, or I'll ask them, are you trying to get in or trying to get out? Are you trying to, find a way to make this happen, or are you just using this as an excuse to not make it happen, right? Because I don't want to waste my time. And so if they're trying to get in, I'll say, okay, cool. So how far off are you from the investment, right? I'll ask how far off are you? Because it starts to get them thinking about possibilities. Then, the objection, if time is the objection, if I could show you a way where time and money aren't an issue, would it be something that you'd be ready to get started with, right? So I'm trying to to one, get them in the closing state, and then getting them to take that action. If there are objections, I'm just trying to understand what the real objection is, because money is not really an objection, neither is time. Money becomes an objection. I mean, money is an objection if you don't have any money, but we all can find money. If our child was very ill and we needed $100 to take them to urgent care, something like that, we would find $100. If we would sell stuff in our house, right? If we needed to get gas money to get to work, if it was that dire, we would find a way to get gas money. We would sell stuff. We would, call 10 people to get $10 to borrow $10, right? So having no money is not an objection, unless you obviously are having some other challenges and issues, homelessness, etc. So then this is definitely not a fit for you at this moment. Time, definitely not an issue, not an objection either, because we just don't manage our time well. That's just plain and simple. And so, yeah, there's no objection that should prevent someone from getting started if they really, really want to get started. Now, they could use those excuses as an excuse to not get started, right? Because they don't want to, right? Oh, I don't have the money. Are you really trying to get in, or you're trying to get out? No, I'm not really interested. Cool, no problem. Do you know anybody, right? So you want to ask those questions to see if they're trying to either find a way not to get started or find a way to get started. So just some powerful things there. And so here's what I want to leave you with this evening. I want you to commit to stepping into the bigger version of yourself, right? Because you're on this training this evening because you want to learn, right? And I think I share with you some cool tips and some value on how I've been able to get results I'm having. But now it's time for you to step into the bigger version of yourself. Imagine being the leader people want to join. You have value. You have things to share. You have you have value education. You have training that you've gone through that you can share and help people with, right? Whether it's internet marketing stuff, or whether it's business related stuff, health, health, credit, travel. You have the value, right? And if you don't feel you have the value right now, go and get the value, right? Go get educated, go buy a course and go through it, and then teach, right? That's the next step. Once you get these 5 steps down pat, these five simple blueprint steps down pat, it's going to be about you stepping into that bigger person, being the leader, being the trainer, right? The people that get paid the most are the ones who are doing the training. People that make the biggest impact are the ones who are doing the training, right? And so become bulletproof to the haters, the naysayers. Keep striving for greatness. Keep learning. Connect with and build partnerships with other excited and driven entrepreneurs. If you're looking for a community of entrepreneurs, I'll share with you in the next couple of slides how you can get access to a community of entrepreneurs. And like I said before, step on the other side and teach, right? When you become the authority and leader, people will follow you. If you stay a follower, stay in training mode, always stay a student and not actually step on the other side of the table and teach, your income potential is going to be limited, right? And so I want you to know I believe in you. I believe in what it is that you are able to do and what you can do. And now it's just a matter of you taking action and actually doing it. And it all starts with that first blueprint point I shared. Your vision, mindset. It all starts there. That's 80% of the game. Well, I would say 90% of the game. It's a huge point of the game. And once you get that, the skills are just there. They're not. A monkey can do these skills, right? A monkey can post on Facebook. It's just not that difficult. You can learn that stuff, but where the challenges and the uncertainty happens is in our minds. So by now you see, how you can build a profitable business and attract high quality leads and sales to you immediately with these 5 with this 5-step simple blueprint. Did you get value this evening? Just comment in the chats or comment box. Let me know if you got value this evening. Just come over here and just check it out real quick. A few more slides. Awesome, awesome. Cool beans. Awesome, awesome. Sweet, sweet. So I'm not sure why you're here this evening. Some people just enjoy hopping on training webinars and getting some value, some content, and then they're gonna go back on the couch with some Doritos, a hot dog, and the remote, and watch Dancing with the Stars or watch Empire. Not you. I'm hoping that you are an action taker and going to leap forward and apply some of the things I share with you this evening. And just got a couple more questions for you. How would it feel to end the frustration of feeling like a failure and finally getting results in your business? How would it feel to simply follow some instructions, get help setting all this up, going through the blueprint, learning how to, get your Facebook profile set up, all that stuff like that, have fun and have it actually produce commissions? How would it feel to not only get your business back on track, but to truly feel like a different, more accomplished person? Here's what some folks, are saying about, not about me, but like the success they're getting. This is my friend and partner, Celine. She was excited because she reached a new leadership level in a platform and training platform that we promote. She says, I did. I'm L1 now. This is my boy. He's on tonight, I believe. Mike. 7 new leads and counting. Oh yeah, and a sweet commission doesn't hurt either. Thank you, Antonio and Brian Finale. He's getting leads for his business. I love seeing this stuff. Jennifer says, thank you for making my transition into network marketing a positive one. I really gained a lot of insight and tips into making or helping grow my business. I appreciate you taking the time to answer all my questions and helping me to understand the things that were a little over my head and out of my comfort zone. You have an infectious personality, which makes you approachable and amazing mentor and coach. I wish you nothing but continued success. This is Alex. Alex says, thanks so much for your Social Proof Mastery Bootcamp, which you poured your heart and soul into, and in which you gave a step-by-step, amazingly meaty value for 5 weeks, and did it totally free of charge and without demanding anything in return. I have never personally experienced such generosity online. May you be richly rewarded for your truly wanting to help and for helping those who are hungry for education and how to build a successful business online. So, and Lori, I think she's on here as well. Hey, Antonio, happy Friday. Just wanted to say thank you for all your mentoring over the past couple of weeks. I'm starting to find my groove, and I'm starting to see results on the topics we discussed and the tips that you shared. Thank you for all your help. I greatly appreciate it. So, as I mentioned before, it took a lot of work. I struggled for a year, right? I spent thousands of dollars on courses, live events, training, coaching, and mentorship, and went through trial and error, right? I struggled for a little over a year. And I want to help you and assist you so you don't have to go through the same struggle and pain and frustration that I went through. And so here's how we do it. We do it using a simple system called My Lead System Pro. And if you've heard of it, if you're familiar with it, stick around. I'm going to share with you some of the features of the platform and how it can actually help you grow any business online and how you can get access to me in terms of some one-on-one coaching and assistance using this platform. So with MLSP, you actually get your own blogging platform. Imagine having your own personally branded authority creating blog set up in minutes. MLSP has eliminated 100% of the technical frustration and time-consuming setup of creating your own blog. Remember, having your own self-hosted website is what you need if you want to build a brand online. You will not get leads to your replicated website, your company's website, and in fact, that's actually your website, your company's website is actually a repellent to your target audience. This has a $1997 value when you go to AntonioRThompson.com/MLSP now and grab your risk-free 30-day test drive. You also get MLSP's Funnelizer. It's a state-of-the-art technology and software that marketers pay $200 a month and this can be yours to brand yourself. You can create beautiful capture pages, sales pages, and entire sales funnels to sell anything you want. Coaching, affiliate programs, products, your business opportunity. There's no tech required. It's a plug and play and takes less than 60 seconds to build your first funnel. This has a $200 a month value. You also get done for you capture pages. Now this is the like some of the value stuff I shared with you early on, right? One of the biggest problems network marketers have is that they don't have value or education or training to give away just yet, and that's totally fine. You get to take MLSP's offers and trainings and share them and give them away to your prospects for free in exchange for their email address. You build your list and its ultimate leverage. You'll start getting results and leads starting this week. This has a $14.97 value. You also get MLSP's cutting edge CRM. Now, remember, the fortune is in the follow-up, and so your customers are important, and your interaction with your customers are incredibly important. With this tool, you can take detailed notes from your prospects, filter through them in milliseconds, schedule follow-up appointments, send customizable emails based on conversations you had, and manage your relationships like a pro. This has a $200 a month value. You also get 100% pure private products, right? And so we talk about multiple streams of income. And what if you could provide a solution and value to every single prospect you talk to and get paid for it? Top earners do this all day. In addition to building an MLM empire, because they know only 10% will join the business opportunity. And so if they can offer other things to them that can help them, they still make money. So you get to take products and trainings from the biggest names in our industry, sell them, and you can earn commissions. These products range anywhere from $5 to $1,500, and you get 100% of the commission. This has a $997 value. So let's recap. You get the blogging platform, MLSP's funnelizer, done for you capture pages, a cutting edge CRM, 100% pure profit products. This all has a total value of $4,891. Now let me ask you, would it be worth $4,891 if you learned how to forever generate leads and never run out of people to talk to? If it allowed you to add just one person a week to your business, would it be worth $4,891 if it gave you the skills to go out there and talk to people at will? Would it be worth $4,891 if it added an extra $1,000 in side income to your life monthly? What if it gave you a little bit more time freedom? Here's the reality. MLSP does not cost $4,891. It doesn't cost $1,000. It doesn't even cost $500. It doesn't even cost $250. And it doesn't even cost, actually, it only costs $150. I was going too fast. For $150, you can actually get everything I shared with you when you go to AntonioRThompson.com/MLSP now. And we also have a 30-day risk-free money-back guarantee. I'm actually going to put that offer on the screen so you guys can check it out. But 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked. We believe in the system completely that we'll give you 30 days to check it out risk-free. And if at the end of 30 days you are unsatisfied or you just think the software is not for you, simply let us know and we'll give you a full refund, no questions asked. Fast action bonus. I only got 5 of these available. My time is very, very limited these days. But if you order by midnight tonight, you get 2 30-minute coaching sessions with me. Coaching can range from a few $100s. So you get the first 5 people who take action tonight by midnight. We'll get 2 30-minute coaching sessions with me. If you have questions, that's my email address, Antonio@AntonioRThompson.com. That's my phone number. You can text me, call me if you have questions. It's $150 when you go to AntonioRThompson.com/MSP now. And this is right for you, right? If you are looking for a way to learn how to market online and market anything online and do it effectively and professionally, this is the tool, this is the system for you, and I want to assist you. There's no tech skills required, no special software, equipment, or skills. You don't have to be an expert or even had success. You can even do this if you are afraid. And you don't have to stop doing other things you're doing. You don't have to spend extra time to get results. You don't even need to to purchase additional product or even service to promote. You don't have to hire staff. You can do this. Let me ask you this. You're on this training because you wanted some help, some assistance, right? And I shared with you the value I got from MLSP, right? I shared with you what I've learned, not everything, but some stuff that I've learned inside of MLSP. If you don't do MLSP, then what? You go back to your computer and you sit at the computer not knowing where to start. You continue to post the same kind of content over and over again, promoting and pitching your opportunity. You continue to struggle. You continue to drag your child to the mall every Saturday, passing out those cards and seeing who wants to take a sample of your product. Or you still go to these hotel meetings week after week, and no one's telling you specifically what you need to do to get results in your business. If that's what you want to do, by all means, continue doing that. But if you want to change your life and what's happening in your business because you know it's not working, this is the solution for you, and I want to assist you in doing that. But I've got some more for you, right? When you take your risk-free 30-day test drive tonight, you're also going to get access to the Biz Builder Challenge. Now, this is my mentors, Adam and Justice Egan. They do these challenges, which are incredible. And this is one challenge that they just completed. It's 6 weekly webinars, weekly group coaching webinars will turn you into a traffic and lead generation machine and a profit-pumping entrepreneur who attracts sales and signups on demand. You get to enjoy top producer training on lead generation, content creation, productivity, mindset, audience, building and refining a bulletproof 6-figure home business infrastructure. This has a $997 value. You also get 6 weekly conference calls, right? Kick off your week with the Biz Builder coaching, support, and accountability that you need to stay on track via Monday morning motivation and mindset recording calls. This is a $197 value. You also get the challenge points worksheet or tracker. This is a very powerful tool. It's the ultimate look in the mirror for home business owners. It's an income-producing activity tracker that simplifies business building activities for a high level of entrepreneur accountability. This has a $47 value. You also get the goal-setting workbook, the ultimate look tool for creating clarity and focusing your business. Discover the entrepreneurial juice you require to push you through the inevitable challenges that come with learning new skills and building your cash-flowing home business empire. This has a $97 value. You also get access, super bonus, to the Colorado Mastermind recordings. In June, Justice and Adam actually rented a 8,000 square foot house in Breckenridge, Colorado for an intimate 3-day mastermind. Members paid up to $3,500 to attend. They trained on topics including copywriting, creating your own online marketing game plan, blogging, email marketing, and more. You get access to the recordings with your membership. This has a $997 value. You also get the challenge audio archives. They've done these challenges for several years, and you get 58 incredible audios from previous challenges. These audios include top-notch mindset and marketing training, special guest appearances from 6, 7, and even 8-figure earners, and so much more. This is perfect for your car rides, your downtime, or workouts at the gym. This has a $297 value. You also get the instant lead generation strategies. These are 3 bonus videos of what Adam and Justin are actually doing right now to get leads through solo ads, Twitter, and Facebook paid advertising. That has a $197 value. Then you also get access to the Facebook group. This is the most lively, supportive, and motivating Facebook group you've ever seen. This is a perfect place to get support and get your questions answered. This has a $197 value. And so here's everything you get now. The sites, funnelizer, dump view capture pages, cutting edge CRM, pure profit products, 6 weekly webinars, 6 motivational mindset conference call recordings, the challenge activity points tracker, the challenge goals worksheet, plus the Colorado Mastermind recordings, the challenge audio archives, the 3 lead gen bonuses, video bonuses, and the private Facebook group. Total value now $7,767. When you go to AntonioRThompson.com/MSP now and take your risk-free 30-day test drive for $150. With that, I will open it up for questions and we will go from there. Awesome. Now I want burritos. That's funny. Any questions? Happy Tuesday. Awesome. Thank you, Dahlia. Let me just stop sharing. Yeah, any questions? I'm not seeing anything coming in. But I appreciate you all being on. This was awesome. I enjoyed this one. Stay tuned. Do these every week now. I'm due one next week as well. Still getting the hang of this platform here. But definitely go ahead and grab your 30-day free test drive. I'll be in touch to set up time to chat so we can actually get you set up and get you rocking and rolling in this platform and in the community so that we can get you generating leads, making some sales in your business, and just crushing it. That's the goal we have. This is the last quarter of the year. How do you want to finish it? How do you want to finish the last quarter of the year? So I'm not seeing any questions coming in. I'm going to call it a night. Um, thank you all for being on this afternoon. Go ahead and grab your risk-free 30-day test drive at the on the not the link, but the offer on the right there. And actually, I'm going to redirect you all. I'm getting the hang of this whole like this what do you call it? This chat thing here. I'm going to redirect you all to the sales page and go ahead and grab your risk-free test drive. I will see you all on the next training. I'll see you all on Facebook. Cool. Have a great night.